Tēnā koutou katoa. I'm delighted to stand here today as the Chair of the General Partner Board to acknowledge and to make as was just said, a real special presentation to a remarkable person, if I can see her out there in the audience somewhere, I'm sure she's here. The original bid, which was submitted by the Nine Iwi in March of 2014, to be the whānau ora commissioning agency for Te Waipunamu, proposed that an advisory board be set up to provide expert advice to the General Partner Limited part of the board and to the Te Tamata. The main role of that advisory board was to provoke, inspire and challenge strategic thinking, particularly in the areas of how we can engage with and reach our whānau. The board wanted on that advisory board people who knew their local communities, who were familiar with the whānau ora approach, who were motivated by solutions and possibilities, and who believed in the value of accountability and transparency. In December 2015, after the bid was accepted for Te Pūtahitanga o Te Waipunamu to be the whānau ora commissioning agency for the South Island, the brief of that panel changed, where the panel was established and was established to evaluate, consider and recommend commissioning proposals for approval by the General Partner Board. The independent expert panel would consist of Malcolm Morrison, who had been the procurement advisor at the establishment of the three commissioning agencies, the Dame Onea Tariana Turia, to ensure the integrity of the whānau ora approach, and Dr. Lorraine Eads, who would mobilise the panel together as their chair. Since that time of that announcement, Lorraine has chaired the panel from the onset of its establishment in January 2016. Over that time, she has presided over 734 applications and made recommendations to the board to invest in 189 whānau-based entities and initiatives. To say it, it is a massive responsibility involving a clarity of decision-making, a courageous mind to examine risk and the perceived opportunities, while at the same time a sense of rigour to ensure adherence to the principles of whānau ora. I had the privilege of sitting alongside Lorraine in the last Wave 9 evaluations, and I have to say that I was mighty impressed to see the ability of them to go through the number of applications which they had to consider. The pile of paperwork, you would need 2 suitcases to bring them to the evaluation panel, but they had all spent time going through every single one of them. The dedication of their work, the discipline involved is absolutely remarkable. The panel has to be the champions of the whānau ora approach. They have to understand the intimate connections of culture and whakapapa, as well as processes of fierce business acumen to access whether applications are likely to successfully realise the desired outcomes through the commissioning cycle that we have. As chair of the panel, Laura has been an excellent ambassador. She holds a doctorate of psychology and Maori mental health, has been a trustee with Ngāti Rawa Iwi Trust, a director of its fishing company, an advisor to the treaty settlement process, was leader of the Māori children's team, an instructor of the Wairau Taekwondo Club, and more recently, she is the principal driver behind the very successful series of Maori night markets. In a sense, she represents the vast range of skills and experience we would expect to see from whānau ora excellence. The writer Robert Louis Stevenson said, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant." That was Lorraine. Lorraine, you can be very proud of your achievement, your scholarship, your robust leadership over the past 4 years. The approach we have taken to whānau ora in the South Island is innovative, and that was endorsed by the panel's report on whānau ora. It is entrepreneurial, and by definition, it is forging new ground, and that has got to continue. Together with whānau, we, and I say you, Lorraine, have planted many seeds. You and your colleagues have played an instrumental role in shaping the terrain, and in doing so, you can be well pleased with your difference you have made. Finally, I want to just revisit the original brief, which required the panel to provoke, inspire, and challenge strategic thinking, particularly in the areas of how to engage and reach whānau. Not long after the Kaikoura earthquakes in November 2016, the panel wrote one of their characteristically comprehensive briefings to the board, which were always challenging, asking us to reconsider pivoting the Commission resource and investing greater resource into the navigator workforce. Their rationale was based on the need to achieve greater coverage across Te Waipunamu, to create movements that matter for more whānau. As a consequence of that paper, the board made a substantial new investment in increasing the size of the NAV Nation, a decision which we have been really pleased with. We now have over 50 navigators from Motueka to Murihuku, from Hokitika to Port Levy, sitting alongside of close to 200 whānau-based entities. The paper, Lorraine, has resulted in a more strategic approach to supporting all of our paper, and you, Law, are to be acknowledged for the wisdom of your insight in that move. On behalf of the Whānau Ora Commissioning Agency, I'd like to thank you for your outstanding contribution that you have made in carving out a niche that our investment portfolio represents throughout Te Waipunamu. I'd like now to call up on the stage Lorraine and our advisor to the panel, Mania Farah, to present to you with a gift of gratitude for all that you have done for whānau in Te Waipunamu, to say thank you for the role you have played in, and to wish you well in the next opportunity you choose to take up. Tēnā koutou katoa.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa. Ko toko maru te maunga, ko ware te awa, ware pā te marae. Nā te rārua, nā te tōranga tere oku iwi. Ko loa ahau. Tēnā koutou, i ngā mema o te taumata. I ngā mema o te GPL. Me te whānau katoa. Tēnā koutou katoa. I sent an email to Helen to say, can I just slip away and could we just go out for dinner somewhere? So I'm just feeling I'm up here, shaky a wee bit. I just wanted to go back to those early days of 2013 and 2014 because for whānau water this is, that policy just changed the world slightly. And we had Kesna, we had Sasha, we had Diane Turner, and others all getting together. We all got together in Wigram and we're looking at designing a model and what might that look like for Te Waipounamu. And the one thing that was quite clear is that we didn't want to replicate the Brown Crown. That's not our role. And could we do something that was creative and innovative and that really demonstrated whānau rangatiratanga and really demonstrated change. And even this morning, just amazing. I just wanted to, so thank you all for that. It's been an absolute privilege working for whānau water. I'm a nani now, so I'm taking time out to spend time with my moko and my new moko coming in August. But the work that the panel have done, and I just wanted to mihi to Malcolm, who's going to stand up so people can see who Malcolm is from the panel. And Whaia Tariana, who of course keeps us really honest when it comes to whānau water. Just wanted to thank everybody and just to say how much of a privilege that has been to Helen and Mania for all of their support for the panel. Kei te mihi nunui. So kia ora whānau, thank you so much and enjoy the symposium. Kia ora.